Hello, this is Katia, your midwife, and welcome to my tutorials. Today I'm going to talk about reusable nappies. Why do we want to use them? So first of all, we want to use reusable nappies because probably we want to think about the environment. We don't want to waste a lot of plastic in the landfill. Unfortunately, disposable nappies are mostly made out of plastic, just like any other personal care product like sanitary towels. There are, however, eco-friendly versions of them, which could be sometimes quite expensive. So this is where the reusable nappies come to help, because they are the cheaper options to be really eco-friendly, because we're not going to make much waste apart from the poos of our babies. But at the same time, we're not going to use any plastic. So there are different kinds of reusable nappies. I'm going to talk about the most user-friendly ones, which are the all-in-one nappies and the pocket nappies. So what are they? So first of all, there are different kinds of nappies. They are made out of cloth. So it could be cotton, organic cotton, bamboo, or synthetic fiber like micro fleece. The first type I'm going to show you is the fitted only one, which come like this. So it's two pieces nappy. So there is an external layer, which are just the panties, and they are waterproof outside and inside and out. So the inner part, which is completely waterproof, can be reused multiple times. So if you're looking for a budget option of this particular make of nappy, this is the one to go for, because you can buy a stash of internal layer and then reuse these ones as many times as you want, as long as they don't get too wet or smelly. And the internal part is made out of a all-in-one nappy, which is made all by the absorbent layer. So this outer layer here is not waterproof. This is why you need to put the panties on. This one in particular comes with Velcro straps, which are much easier to use than the popper. So it works just like any other disposable nappy. And on the inside you have this extra layer, this extra booster, which you can remove with the poppers or put back in, depending on how much your baby does. So how much absorbent layers how many absorbent layers you need, and you can add on to that. So once you put this on the baby, you pop the panties and you're done. Otherwise, we have the second option, which are the pocket nappies. These are a very cheap option. You can find them very easily on Amazon, and they could cost up to even like £4 or £5 per nappy, and they normally would come with the booster. So they come with an outside layer, which is similar to the fitted one, but this one doesn't come with the waterproof layer on the inside. So these could be cotton, bamboo, or micro fleece. This one in particular is micro fleece, which is slightly more it gives you a bit more of a dry up effect, so it dries up quicker than bamboo or cotton. And then it has a pocket, so that's why they're called pocket nappy. It has a pocket at the back, which gets stuffed with these little layers. So these are boosters. These are also called boosters. They are thickish. They could be about ½ centimeter sometimes, could be even thicker depending on which ones you're getting. These are microfiber, cotton microfiber boosters. You can put up to 2, otherwise the nappy will become too bulky and there's going to be too much space around the legs, and you're going to have quite a lot of leakage. So what do? If you want to put 2 layers, it's fine. We're just going to try with 1. So you fold it like this, and then you stuff the pocket with your layer. If you want to put both of the layers, just do this operation with both nappies at the same time, because if you put one at a time, sometimes it could it could become a bit bulkier and a bit more difficult. So once you've put the nappy, once you've put the booster in, this is ready to go. Okay, and normally they would come with the poppers, and I'm going to make another tutorial on how to put these nappies on. So watch this space. And then the last options, which are my favorite, are the proper all-in-one nappies. That means they don't need to add anything. There's not much labor around them because the booster is already built in. So you've got a built-in booster. This is a particular American brand that makes one booster only inside, and it's quite good. It's very absorbent. This could absorb up to 7 times its weight. So it's really, really effective, especially if your baby doesn't weigh a lot or you have a newborn baby. This is a perfect option. And this brand in particular also makes newborn and preterm babies. So these nappies, normally reusable nappies, are made to be from birth to potty. That means from about 3.5 kilo baby up until they're 15, 18 kilos or around 3 years of age. So you don't need to buy different sizes. Some brands make size 1 and size 2. So you may need to buy more than one size of nappies. But I would go for the one size ones because they're quite good. And then for the very early days, you could try and get the newborn size because this is quite handy and it will avoid any leakage from them. And then my favorite, the very favorite of mine is this other brand that has 2 layers built in. So if you have a very weaned baby, this is all you need. If you have a very, very, very wee baby, then obviously you will need some boosters. The boosters that I showed you earlier on are quite large, so maybe they're not the right size for this kind of nappies. I made a good compromise by buying reusable nappy liners like these. These are microfleece, very thin, and you can stash them like 2 or 3 or 4 even, one on top of the other, and you can put it here in the middle, or you can just space them out, 2 on one side, 2 on the other side, and you've got the extra booster. These are made of microfleece. The microfleece is quite good because it gets dry quite easily and very quickly, so it's good for when it's on your baby's bum, and it's good when you're washing them because obviously the drying time is going to be much reduced compared to the cotton and the bamboo versions of them. How to wash them? You wash them at 40 to 60 degrees on a synthetic washing cycle. You don't need to pre-treat them, you don't need to hand wash them, so lots of time to spend with your baby here. You're not gonna have to waste time around these nappies, so you just chuck them in the washing machine with non-bio laundry detergent and the disinfectant additive. It could be Napisan, it could be Dettol. There are different brands out there, so just make sure they are the non-bio versions that could be used on babies. When the baby starts doing loads of solid poos, or even the first few days when they're still doing the meconium, which is quite thick and sticky, that could get stuck on the layers of the nappy. So obviously the nappy could get quite dirty, especially if you're not washing them every other day, as would be the ideal. If you leave 2 or 3 days in between washes, that poo can crust on them, so it could be much more difficult to get rid of it. A good solution could be to go for disposable nappy liners. These are made out of bamboo or cotton or rice starch, like these ones. They are sold in rolls. You can find different brands. You can find them on Amazon. You can go on this website that are specialized in selling nappies. You can just put them on top of the nappy. So this is your nappy. You put the liner on top of it, and then you're good to go. And when your baby's done a wee or a poo, you just take this and dispose of this in the normal waste bin. Some of them say that could be flushed, but I wouldn't do that, especially in the UK where the pipes are quite delicate. You can flush the soiled bit, so especially when they're going to start weaning, that they get proper solid. They do proper solid poos. You can dispose of the poo in the toilet and then dispose of this in the normal waste bin. How to dispose of the nappies, of the dirty nappies? You just need a plastic bucket with a lid. You can use a mesh bag to collect all of them. So once you've got your bucket full, you can take the whole bag, chuck it in the wash, and then wash the mesh bag with them. And then the rest, all the soiled bits and the disposable liners, you can chuck them in the normal waste bin, or if you want to buy a nappy bin, that could be quite a good solution. I hope you found this video interesting. If so, then please share this with your friends. If you have any comments or any questions about disposable nappies and reusable nappies, just ask your questions in the comment section or send me a private message. Until then, have a lovely day. Bye bye.